Alright guys, in this video here, we're going to solve this problem right here. It says, how many subsets of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 contain at least one prime number? And what a subset is of this is, so this is a whole set right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? A subset would be something like 2, 3, 4, right? 2, 3, 4, right? Because this is the reason why this is a subset, because it derives from this one and it takes certain values from this whole set right here and takes it into a smaller set, okay? And so how many of these little subsets, right? Subsets can contain up to 8 numbers, right? Technically this is a subset of itself, all right? And so we're asking how many subsets of this contain at least one prime number. And a subset does not include a subset. This is just one subset, all right? So 4, 3, 2 would be the same subset as 2, 3, 4, okay? And so they're asking us how many subsets contain at least one prime number, okay? And let's take a look at how many prime numbers so I kind of solved it the long way. I'm going to tell you what my thought process was. And if you want to go to artofproblemsolving.com, you can see the shorter solution to it, okay? But here it is. So the prime numbers in this subset are 2. All right, let's write them out. We have 2, 3, not 4, but 5, and 7. All right. So we have 4 out of 8 of these numbers are prime numbers, and the non-prime numbers are 4. All right, let me rewrite that. Are 4, 6, 8, and 9. Right? These are the non-prime numbers, okay? And so in order to figure out how many subs, because there are a lot, if you count right here, we have 128, 192, 224, 240, 256. That's going to be really hard to count all of the subsets with one prime number. So what we can do, if we want to find how many subsets contain at least one prime number, well, that's basically the same thing as the total subsets minus the subsets without one prime number, right? Because and sometimes it's easier to find it's easier to find the wrong answers and to find the right answer, right? So sometimes if you want to find the right answer, you have to find the wrong answers, all right? And so what do we do? We can first we want to find how many subsets total there are, okay? And what we can do, well, the subsets total are 8 choose 1 all the way down to, or 8 choose 8 all the way down to 8 choose 1, all right? And here's how we do it. So 8 choose 8. Well, that's just equal to 1, alright? So there's one subset with 8 numbers, alright? That's what 8 choose 8 means, alright? So if we have 8 choose 7 right here, that means if we do 8 choose 7, we're trying to find out how many subsets are there with 7 numbers, alright? And that is equal to 8. There are 8 subsets with 7 numbers. If we do 8 choose 6, that'll tell us how many numbers there are with 6, or how many subsets there are with 6 numbers, all right? And we're going to try to go all the way down back to with one number, all right? So 8 choose 6. So we're just finding all the combinations with 6 numbers, all right? And that is equal to, let me go back to my paper. 8 choose 6 is equal to 28. And then we have 8 choose 5, which is equal to 56, alright? We're just going down a list, right? And the choose function, alright, tells you the combinations with X amount of numbers, with 6 amount of numbers, with 5 amount of numbers, 7 amount of numbers, alright? And so that's what the choose function does. If you don't know what the choose function is, I highly suggest you watch one of these videos on combinatorics or probability, and you'll learn what it is, all right? And so now let's go down to 4 numbers. 8 choose 4 is equal to 70. 8 choose 3. Well, 8 choose 3 is the same thing as 8 choose 5, right? Because all we're doing is switching the 5 and the 3 here. So you have 56, and that'll work out for every other function, all right? So 8 choose 2 is the same thing as 8 choose 6, so we have 28. 8 choose 1 is the same thing as 8 choose 7, so we have 8. And 8 choose 0 is the same thing as 8 choose 8. Because, alright, so we have 1. Alright, now if we add all these up, we get 250. Alright, because the reason why we add all these up is because we want to add up all the subsets that contain 8 numbers, all the subsets that contain 7 numbers, all the subsets that contain 6, 5, 4, 3, all the way down to 0 numbers, right? Because a subset with 0 numbers would just look like this. Alright, that is a subset with 0 numbers, alright? So all of this added together, I already did it on my paper. You can do it on yours. It's equal to 256, alright? And so that is how many subsets total there are containing these numbers, alright? And so we can automatically eliminate E, right? Because it's asking us contain at least one prime number. And we know not all the subsets contain a prime number, alright? So, and 256 is all the subsets, so we can automatically rule that out, alright? And so now we want to find out how many do not contain at least one prime number, alright? And the ones that don't contain prime numbers are the ones with just composite numbers, which is 4, 6, 8, 9 right here, right? And so we're going to try to, and the ones that don't contain one prime number are going to contain at least one of these numbers, right? So we're going to try to find all the subsets of 4, 6, 8, and 9 and subtract that from 256, all right? And so if we do that, we do 4 choose 4, which is 1. We can go all the way down to 3, 2, 1. 4 choose 4, 4 choose 3, 4 choose 2, 4 choose 1, and then 4 choose 0, and right? And then you add all of that up, that'll equal to 16. Alright, I did that all on my paper already. Okay? And you should just subtract these two and you'll get the answer 240, alright? So if this is a little confusing to you, I highly recommend you learn what the choose function is and learn that in probability, sometimes it's easier to find out the wrong answers and subtract that from the whole number, right? In this case, the whole number in this question was 256, that's the total number of subsets, and we just subtracted all the wrong answers, right? And all the subsets containing these numbers. For example, 4, 6, 8, 9, that's one subset. 6, 8, 9, that's another subset, alright? We just got all the wrong answers, subtracted it from the total number, and we got the right answer, right? And 240 is our right answer right here. And there you go, that is how you do that problem.